What's up, guys? It's Eero here. I wanted to come outside just like a few minutes ago. I was like all sleepy, feeling sleepy, and I was like, I got a lot of things that I want to share, I want to talk about, and I felt that like coming outside would be pretty refreshing. This pool is basically, or the pool area is like in the same building where I live. The air feels pretty nice too. It's getting a bit cold. It's getting winter here in Melbourne. It's kind of been almost waiting for it because, you know, I never thought I would say it, but having had like almost a year-long summer, you really don't really appreciate all the warmth and the sun anymore that much. You know, where I'm originally from, Finland, basically, you don't. When you have the long winter there, and after that you get some sun, you're just like, wow, just give it all to me. Like here is more like, no more sun, no thanks, I've had enough. So that's it. But you know, you probably have noticed I've been traveling a lot, like during the past 2 years, been living in different countries abroad. And you know, this started like 2 years ago, basically. Yeah, it was 2016. I remember I was thinking about that. Like it felt such a long time, but really it was 2016. I was living in Joensuu, this small town in Finland, and that was where I did my studies, like in the university. And then I just got rid of, you know, most of the stuff that I had, and I took off with my friend, a training and business partner Samuli. We moved to Zagreb, Croatia, and that's from where it all basically began. And it was just, I think for me, a lot about it was just getting, you know, a sort of an adventure and getting somewhere out of my comfort zone, out of the sort of small and like familiar circle that I had been living in Finland. So getting something that's totally new, unfamiliar surroundings. Well, it was a lot about exploring, because obviously the training, I wanted to gather a lot of experience. I wanted to gather experience and knowledge, something that I wouldn't have even think about myself without really moving. So a lot about my traveling was about researching and learning, like taking everything in my training, the methods, basically further. It was about gathering knowledge, sort of wisdom from all sort of different sources. Like I didn't really think about it would have such a big impact, but I think that really going somewhere that's kind of unknown, you don't really know about new cultures, it's sort of at the same time it sort of transferred in a funny way, like it paralleled all the change and the development that happened in the training methods and such, because you had to, like, I felt like I had to go deeper and deeper and take everything a bit further every time I moved, you know, to another place. Like, it's a funny thing, but it happens. Obviously there are many things that when you move are going to change, especially because we weren't, like, you know, doing sort of tourist trips, and it wasn't about like a holiday or something like that. It was really, you know, living in that other area for a long period of time. It was 1 year in Croatia, and after that we moved to Malaysia. But so there was many things that changed. one was, you know, food and diet, which I enjoyed a lot. You know, experiencing different like diet cultures in Croatia. I think I gained a bit of weight to eat so much meat there, and that was all right. It was a good experience. I think it was important. And then, so I mean, Croatia was just, you know, I wanted to start wanted to start somewhere close by, so I went to Europe. Croatia seemed like a nice place. Had really no idea what it actually would be like there. You know, who are these people? Are they like more like Slavic, or are they like kind of like Italian or something? And they were kind of a mix. But so after that, it was like I wanted to see Asia, so we went to Malaysia. And also, another thing about that wasn't just Asia, it was also a Muslim country, which was, I think it was also interesting to see that as well. You know, one of the huge things that when I talk about like taking the training and all that further, and just working getting those knowledge and such. One of those things, you know, the Athlete 20XX is like, it feels like a sort of culmination of everything that I've been learning and doing during these 2 years. Because, you know, I like to say, like I sometimes say that Movement 20XX, that was really the beginning, and Athlete 20XX is kind of the end. It's like the end of this whole cycle. I mean, because we put out the Movement 20XX back when we were still in Finland, and then we left on these trips, on these journeys, you know, to gain that new knowledge and just learn about new approaches. And now all of that has sort of come together in Athlete 20XX. It was one of the, it's the biggest project that I've had to date in my life, and it has taken basically years to research everything that's in it, years of experimentation, research behind it. You know, it took months to develop after that. It's almost ready. And yeah, it feels, I think it's just like a fulfillment thing, I guess, because it's like this whole 2 years has led to it, and we're gonna, you know, after this, we're gonna get back to Finland. I think, well, we're gonna leave October, the Australia, then we're gonna do like little trips, perhaps to Japan, maybe the Middle East. Hope I can like vlog something about those trips as well. But so, yeah, kind of circle has come to its end. You know, this traveling, the lifestyle that I live, really, it's, you know, it's something that I just, first of all, you know, a lot of that is like possible because of you, because of the support that you have given, and at the same time, it's been a pleasure to share everything. Like that's something I'm always grateful for. To show these things that I've been doing and learning, and I want to share a lot more too. And there's tons of content, there's exercise that I really haven't shared anywhere, and that's because I wanted to put those into the Athlete 20X course. I wanted it to have this unique content, and I think it's something, it's gonna be something that you haven't, like, just never seen before. And that's why one of the reasons I'm so excited about, really about the course, because I think I'm really proud. First of all, I'm really proud of it because it's such a long process behind it and put a lot of work to it. But yeah, I think hopefully next week it's gonna be out. That's what's been going on in my life. Wanted to share about it, like my travels, what I've been doing. Really, I think this answer, because most of it has been working. That's what I've been doing. I've just been working on my craft, developing these methods, and gaining knowledge and wisdom during these travels. That's what I wanted to really do. Okay, I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.
Bye.